Hi, thanks for checking out the final walkthrough video for Channel Utilities, a free macOS audio app. The final tab is called Stereo Validator. So to get to Stereo Validator, as I've said in the other videos, Command 1 will go to the first tab, Command 2, the second tab, and so you hit Command 3 to get to the Stereo Validator. I believe that this will be kind of one of the more popular functions of the app for a lot of music mixers that get delivered a lot of multi-tracks from clients or get delivered a lot of stuff for them to mix. And sometimes clients or producers will export or bounce out their multi-tracks and everything will just be 2 channels, even though a lot of the stuff will be actually mono, so it will be dual mono. And so this will help you kind of deal with all that sort of fake stereo stuff. I'm just going to drag in some files. And so you can imagine this being, like I said, delivery from a client or something if you're about to do a mix or if you want to do a cleanup on a bunch of audio files. So I can now set an output folder where the stereo cleanup is going to happen. So I've dragged in my files, I've set an output folder, and for this tab you don't really need an output folder because you'll see at the end when you export you have a couple more options for how you would like to be, if you want to do things destructively or if you want to kind of create new files and put them in a different location. So everything is loaded up and we can there's some advanced settings here that I doubt anyone will really want to mess with. The current algorithm is really good, but there are slightly different algorithms that can detect dual mono and true stereo, but I would recommend obviously to keep it on recommended. And so I'm just going to hit Command S to scan, which is analyze files in this tab, but Command S is a key command that you can learn more about the key commands here. And so I just scanned all these files, and you can imagine, these being like kick drums and guitar tracks and lead vocals and stuff for a music mix, but it could be any files, obviously. And so you get a lot of really great information immediately here. So it's detected 3 dual mono tracks. It's detected a dual mono with one-sided, one side being way louder than the other. So there's a gain mismatch. It's detected 3 true stereo files. We'll get to this in a second. It detected 1 broken file. It's kind of an interesting name for it, but we'll get to that in a second. And then it detected true mono. So the meaning behind this is basically you could scan everything, even if you had a bunch of real mono files in there, and it's just going to not do anything. It's just going to say, hey, you have some mono stuff in here. There's nothing to clean up. So yeah, all the same all the same playback functions. You can highlight certain files if you want to just clean up certain files. You can Command Shift click, all that sort of normal Finder type stuff. You can sort it differently, and yeah, it's really great, honestly. Just how much information you get. Even this that says like 60% confidence. It's just probably detecting that there's not that much difference between the 2 sides, but it definitely is stereo. So yeah, so the dual monos are pretty self-explanatory. It's when you have the same exact information on 2 sides. True stereo means there's modulation between the left and the right channels. True mono means it's just there's 1 channel only. This gain mismatch I already discussed, and there is a broken file. So I really wanted to test this algorithm out. I wanted to challenge it and see, can it handle like really, really wonky situations? And so essentially, if you see this, just know that there's something going on with this file, that you should just take a look at it. So basically, this test was basically like a half nulled track. So it was a polarity inverted track, left and right channel, but it wasn't panned properly, so the null is like imperfect. So it's not really nulling, but it understands that these two sides of this track, of this stereo file, this fake stereo file, that it's the exact same content, but one side is inverted and it's not even fully nulled. So kind of a very, very niche situation, but I just wanted to let people know that it can handle super wonky situations like that. But this is what it's really good at, is it's going to just, when you export, you're going to keep this stuff, and this stuff you're going to, turn into mono, essentially. So we have all of our results, which is great. Command R to clean and export. So that's kind of similar to the other tabs, like Command R to run or to process or whatever. You can generate a CSV, all that. You can skip mono files in terms of analyzing them, but it's kind of, you can just always leave it unchecked because it's good to alert yourself like, oh, I actually did analyze some mono stuff in here, whatever. So I'm going to hit Command R. I'm going to go to all results instead of selected. If I did selected, it would just be this one track that I have selected. And the defaults are good, in my opinion. Like, this is what I would always want to do. I would want to turn a dual mono into a mono. I would want to turn something that's completely one-sided into mono. And then anything that's broken, that's typically means like it's just got a bad phase issue, bad cancellation, but it's really identical tracks on the left and right, and you might as well just put it into mono because it's a wonky file anyway, so might as well just take one of the sides and move on. You can add suffixes. If you don't add suffix, this will sort of let Finder deal with it. Whatever Finder, whatever macOS wants to do, it'll do it. You can add the suffix. You can do overwrite. And the nice thing is this will actually overwrite if you're just going to do it all in the same folder. So like if I just chose the same master folder, it will destructively do it. So in that case, if you don't want to change file names and add the suffixes, that's no problem. You can destructively do it if that's what you want to do. In my case, I'll add the suffix. So great, and go for it. Great, and it's already done. So very quick. I've seen other programs do this. To me, this is, the fact that this is free, and it works so quickly, and it works really well, and it works with really wonky stuff if you want. This is a no-brainer tab. So yeah, if you want to learn more about it, you can go here and learn more about it. You can go to the website and download, and you can, if you have any issues, you can send me a log. You can donate if you'd like, and click here to download. Yeah, like I said, all these tabs have logs, so if there's ever any issues, just send me the log, go to support, email me, and I'll get to the bottom of it. But yeah, pretty straightforward and pretty sweet.